Good morning. What we're going to look at today is how we produce our selections for each day on a simple basis. First of all, we've obviously got the form for Goulburn today and Donald in Victoria, only the two meetings. Goulburn is a soft 5, but Donald, the track is good. Okay, now it's very simple for me to go and click on the Systems button in GTX, and I can hit Group. And I've got a group of selections here for our Gold Club subscribers. And when I press the Run button, first of all I've got to press Loaded Races, so for today only. When I press the Run button, all selections for today will come up. In this case, I've got Goulburn Race 8, number 4, Danzy. And it comes up under our Class 1 method. So just one runner for the day, so not very many, and it's on at 350. So only one race to look at. What we want to make sure of to make this a winning plan is that the horse is starting favourite. So let's have a look at the selections we've had for the month to date. And I've got the details in there, so I'll go to selected dates. And this is the 1st of June through to the 15th of June, the latest information I have with the latest prices. And what I'm going to do is just run this plan. And I'm going to analyse it by the starting price rank. In other words, it'll rank it in order of favouritism at the time the races were on. Okay, here I click Run, and you'll see this happens pretty quickly because it's only for about 15 days. And looking here, you can see that there were 110 selections altogether that we gave out to members, 45 winners. That's a 41% strike rate and a profit of 4.2%. Longest losing run was 8. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, however, if we stuck to backing only those horses that were favourite, we had 69 bets for the month, up to the 15th, 34 wins, and a strike rate of 49%, and a profit of 7%. If we analyse this further by starting price, and this is interesting, the only reason that I'm doing this is to illustrate something I often get asked, and that is, are we wasting our time backing odds-on favourites? People don't like, for some reason, backing odds-on favourites. So let's just run through the analysis here. Okay, we're doing that. And to determine the prices, by the way, you've got to add 1 to the price. So $3 is actually a $4 price. I'll put in a collect here. I'm going to put in 1. So in other words, what will happen now? We'll see all the odds-on horses together. And you can see here that there were 20 runners for 13 wins and a profit on turnover of 11%. 54% wins in the horses up to the $2 mark. So what we're saying is it's definitely an advantage to back those runners which are favourite and the shorter prices, and even up to the $3 here, which is this one. We came even on those. Once we got down further, we weren't making a lot of money. So further up the market is generally the way to go. Alright, let's have a look at how I create a little system here. If we look at our group, okay, we're looking at our Gold Club specials. If I look in here at the system section, I'm using a selection plan called Benchmark, which is actually related to the lower class races equivalent to a Class 1. I'm using, you may be familiar with Gavin, who's doing some work for us. This is looking at maiden races, and this one here is looking just at Class 1 races. You might also remember we're looking at a plan called Profit Maker, and those selections come up under that. So we've ticked those, and basically they're all the systems that I've got in here that we're going to run as a group, so that we've only got to hit the button once, and they all come up. Now, one of the other magic things we can do here, we can actually press this button here and use proportional staking. So when I look at the tool here, I can see there if I've got a variable target, I might look to make 5% of our starting bank of $2,000. Okay, let's run them and see how much we would have made. For the month, we would have made $386. If we instead don't use proportional staking and better just level stakes, of $100 each. When we run the plan, we're making $460, so we made a bit more money. Now the other thing I want to point out to you is let's have a look at this horse now, the race 2, number 1, Cheatham. The final best dividend was $2. In actual fact, the price we backed that horse at was $2.45. That was early on in the market. Now that goes to show that you got nearly half a point more. So in other words, for those 45 winners, it's possible, if we got a half point extra with all those, as per that one, it's possible that we could have made another $2,000 profit for the month. So that goes to doing things on a smart basis and getting the best price about our selections. The same thing happened with several other of the runners. Now, if once again we go to the starting price rank, and I'm just going, we analyse by the rank, you'll find here that we made a 7% profit on our favourites. The rest of the selections we were only getting square. That's nearly 50%. That's a really, really good profit, 7%. And bear in mind that we were getting extra dividends on some of those other horses. For example, on this particular horse, Lucky Lindaloo, earlier in the betting I got $1.85. So that's another advantage. So that's a little bit of education for you in the program. Now, if anybody would like to give me a call, we've got a special offer available on the purchase of the GTX program. So let's have a look here, and you can call Garry Robinson, that's myself. My number 0402 839 192, and leave a message if unanswered. The deal is this: $599 gets you GTX, including win form ratings for 1 month. So for $599 you get the program, you get the win form ratings for 1 month and everything else. Okay, that's what you have to do. Give us a phone call. This gets you more than anything you see on the website, everything on the program for 30 days. It is an absolutely amazing program, and we'll show you how to work it. Good luck.